Dave Campbell's Texas football here at the state championships, the final day. Ishmael Johnson here with recruiting analyst Greg Powers. Greg, I mean, this is the main event, right? This is what the heavyweights are here. Let's just go through game by game. Let's start with 5A D1, Aledo College Station. What were your thoughts on some of the big guys in that game?
Well, I was really excited to see some of the guys for College Station. Of course, Marquise Collins was sidelined with an injury, so we didn't get a chance to see that. But Chance Johnson picked up an offer from Texas A&M earlier this week. But really, Aledo came right out of the gate swinging and put their foot on the gas and didn't look back. And quarterback Hauss Hejny, who won the MVP award, really caught my eye. A 2024 prospect who's very athletic, is able to pick up yards through the air or on the ground. And I think a lot of colleges will like that athleticism. I don't know that he'll pick up a lot of offers right away as a quarterback prospect, but he's athletic enough that some people will want to bring him in as, tabbed as an athlete, maybe give him a chance as a slot wide receiver. Very talented guy. Jalen Pope had a big game as well. He has offers from schools like Air Force and Tulsa, and I think maybe some more colleges will really be.
I believe he actually signed with Air Force. I think I saw an article
Yeah.
regarding. He might not have signed, but I know I saw an article, or I think he took an in-home visit or something with the Air Force club.
It's too, because Coach Buck was talking about him in the press conference about how smart a kid he was and how lucky a service academy was to get him. And I just hadn't seen that verified, so I guess if Coach Buck said it, that's verified enough for me.
Right. So, after that game, it was 6A, and 6A, of course, is a lot of recruiting guys' wheelhouse when it comes to basically two deeps of potential prospects. We get to 6A D2, we get to DeSoto and Austin Vandergriff. Let's save the Johntay Cooks for the side right now. Was there somebody from this game who you hadn't seen in person or enough of that you were really excited to see, or that maybe stood out during the game?
Well, 2024 offensive tackle Blake Frazier, the son of former Michigan offensive lineman Steve Frazier, was a kid who I was really excited to see. Big, tall, long, and rangy offensive tackle prospect. He's got a wealth of offers. I mean, he's got a bunch of schools really coming after him right now. And he passed the eyeball test and looks like a prototypical left tackle type. And then on the other side at left tackle, he was playing right tackle for Austin Vandegrift. You had Clemson commit Ian Reed.
Yes.
And that was a big fella, and you can kind of see what the Tigers like in him. Team leader type. They fell a little bit short, but of course, those are two guys that probably made the offense tick all year long.
Right. And, what did you see from a Johntay Cook and a Trey Wisner who in some ways broke the game open in their own respective ways? Of course, Bailey as well, DJ Bailey at quarterback. What did you see from those guys in addition to the rest of the guys you noticed?
Well, Trey Wisner was a guy who I've had a chance to see multiple times in person. This was his best game. This was his best game that he's had as far as I'm concerned in a DeSoto jersey. And Johntay Cook, he's a 5-star for a reason. He's electric, lightning in a bottle type of offensive player, wide receiver, and he's really special. And it was just cool to kind of see him help Claude Mathis win a state championship. Johntay's, if you don't know, he's a kid who always has a smile on his face, and he has a lot of fun playing the game, and it's fun to watch him play as a result.
All right, let's finish up with 6A D1. Let's go with the start with the defensive MVP, Colin Simmons. I mean, it seemed like on that last North Shore drive, it was either Colin Simmons got to David Amador or David Amador got 10 yards. So he was literally what kept them in that defensively in that game for that last drive. What did you see from him?
I have my tagline for Colin Simmons down. Colin Simmons is a terror. This dude is always around the football. He plays relentlessly. He never takes his foot off the gas. He's always full go, and I like that in a defensive player, especially a guy who's been so highly touted for such a long time. He's a freak, and there's a reason why everybody in the country wants to have him play for their college.
Yeah. Caden Durham wins offensive MVP for Duncanville. Going to North Shore a little bit, too. David Amador shows his versatility like he has all season. It wasn't a guarantee that he would start at quarterback. He's been kind of going back and forth. What did you see from those two guys? Anything different or any other new names that maybe jumped out to you?
Well, to be honest, we could sit here and talk about prospects in this game all night long. We have to cut it short and just talk about a few guys purposefully. Yeah. Caden Durham, great speed. He's a sub 1,100 meter guy, and he puts people on skis. I mean, I love the way he cuts in and out of traffic, and he's a tough runner. He won offensive MVP for a reason, and they call him Touchdown Dave for a reason. On the other side at North Shore, UTSA is getting a really good player in him. He was forced to play quarterback in this game, but he's a really good wide receiver, and Jeff Traylor has to be happy about what he saw out of David Amador tonight.
That's Greg Powers. I'm Ishmael Johnson. Thank you guys for a good season.